Hi, it's me, Ingrid INFP, and welcome to Introduction to Autism, which is a digital course that I have gone through as a late diagnosed autistic adult. I will be talking about managing your energy levels and do a summary of what we talked about in our previous 5 videos. People with autism have a disability because of their different brain, and that can mean that you have difficulty in that you don't have the same difficulties every day, because you might have different energy levels each day, and also you might have energy for different things than a neurotypical person might, and that might confuse you and that might confuse other people. Because maybe one day you'll be able to do a bunch of stuff and another day you won't be able to do anything at all. So it might also be difficult to adapt the amount of energy that you're putting on each task. So you might have low energy because of your sensory sensitivity and that you are taking in so much information. And you don't know how to adapt so that your energy can keep on for the whole day. Now, if you've heard of spoon theory, that's kind of something that works for certain people with autism, and that you have a certain amount of spoons, which are limited amounts of energy that you have each day, and you need to learn how to handle your spoons so that you don't like throw all of your spoons away, all of your energy away on one task, so that you can do the things that need to be done and be kind to yourself. So planning takes energy as well, so that's difficult, and sometimes you need to rest before you do an activity because you just don't have the energy to do it. Another thing it might be to color code in your calendar so that you can write up all of the activities, meetings, and tasks that you need to do, and color code it, make it easy, and then you get kind of an overview of how the week looks or how the day looks, and look at if you need to take something away or if you need to keep something. And it can be difficult. You need to also put in time and energy into resting. So if you're planning these tasks, you need to plan time for rest and, leave a little bit of air in your like timetable. So they have a picture of a glass that is filled with water and with stones. And each of these stones are like things that leave less space for water. So, and let us say that water is energy level. And so the difficulties are the big stones that are taking up half the glass, which are, for example, all the things that we've talked about. So executive functions, central coherence, sensory stimuli, mentalizing, energy balance. And if you have a hard time with all of these different areas, these stones in your glass, you have less space for the water, the energy to fill the glass. It means that even in the morning you have less energy than anybody else because of these stones that are taking so much space all the time. And this can get even worse if you have slept badly or if you're stressed out, and that will lead to less energy. So they don't really give a lot of tips about this except for planning and looking at your calendar. So let's go into what they talk about, which is the conclusion to this whole thing. So this is a summary of what we went through, which is first about the diagnosis of autism, how the diagnosis is given, and how autism can affect how you function in your daily life. Then we talked about perception, how we take in sensory stimuli and interpret it. Then we talked about central coherence, to understand the reality from its context. Executive functions, which are goal-oriented behaviors. Then we've got mentalizing, which is your and other people's thoughts and feelings. And energy balance, how your energy varies from day to day, or even within the same day. So if we talk about a task like washing your clothes, and this is an example, we're going to go through each of the steps, each of the things that might be difficult for somebody with autism who has trouble washing their clothes. So it can mean several different challenges are involved in cleaning your clothes. So a way to manage this is to plan for your autism before you're doing this task. Anyway, so for executive functions, strategies that you might use is to organize and plan. You might need to buy the special kind of washing product and book a time at your laundromat, for example, if you don't have your own machine. Another thing is to be able to start, because that's an executive function, is coming and starting something. Before you start, do the small little tasks, which are to pick up all of the clothes, sort your clothes, take the cleaning product down to the laundromat at that time. Another thing is the evaluation monitoring executive function. So this is all the steps that are in here. Puts the laundry detergent into the machine, puts the machine on, start to put the clothes into the machine, and then come back once the machine is done to take the clothes out of the machine and evaluate the result. Did it work? Is there anything that you need to change? Now we come to impulse control. You need to focus on getting the clothes down, doing the tasks of cleaning your clothes, rather than getting distracted by 10,000 other things, such as if you need to throw out the trash, or if you need to look at the post, or just do anything. Don't do like me and cook pasta at the same time as your clothes is in the washing machine downstairs, because I almost burnt down my kitchen because of that. So that is something that kind of goes in impulse control, is that keep your focus on one task at a time instead of 10,000 tasks. Then we've got flexibility. Think of an alternative plan if the machine does not work, so that or if somebody has booked your laundry time, or if there's somebody at the laundromat, just in case, so that you don't feel like your whole day is ruined if it doesn't work according to plan. And then we've got mentalizing. So difficulties that we might have is in the social aspect of going to the laundromat. It might feel really awful if there's somebody else at the laundromat. it might be difficult if they want to small talk with you, or if somebody has taken your laundry time, and if somebody is angry at you because you haven't taken the stuff out of the laundry machine. So that might be difficult with mentalizing difficulties. Then we get to, and with social difficulties, then we get to our sensory problems. So difficulties might be that you have a problem with the bright lights in the laundromat. You might have a hard time with the sound of the machine. You might have a hard time with the smell of the laundry products, or you might hate the smell of dirty laundry or clean laundry. Touch, you might not like touching wet clothes, or if you need to clean out the machine or the dryer. You know, there's that kind of powdery stuff. What are they called? You know, when you clean out the dryer, there's this kind of residue of the clothes that comes up and that you need to clean, which does not always. I kind of like the feeling, but I think that some people don't. And then we come to the proprioception and balance. So like opening doors, opening like the door to the machines, opening the little packages, you know, and opening it the right way so that you don't like get all stuff flying everywhere. Maybe pouring the like the little powder into a cup or something, that might be difficult too. Then we got central coherence. So a strategy for that, if you have a hard time with central coherence, which is basically seeing the big picture and not just the details, is to keep a checklist of how to do your laundry. So like an instruction manual that you yourself have done of how to do your laundry, to not get stuck at a certain part, a certain task that's involved, a certain step. So that is the summary of how all of these different parts can coincide in one task. I hope that you enjoyed this introduction to autism, and I've kept it under 2 hours long, so I'm happy. I know that I will keep talking about autism on this channel, but this is our introduction that was given to me and that I felt was important to share with you guys, because I don't think that we need to have a professional autism diagnosis to be helped by knowing more about autism and by implementing the strategies that they give us. So tell me what you guys think. Have a great day. Bye.